The TTC continues to work to provide a barrier-free transit system to support the Accessibility for Ontarians with Disabilities Act in reaching its goal of creating an accessible Ontario by 2025. The TTC is committed to making its services accessible for everyone. All buses, streetcars, and the majority of subway stations are now accessible. Customers that are approved for Wheel-Trans service with conditional eligibility will be offered a Family of Services trip when the conditions that prevent them from using the conventional TTC are not present. A Family of Services trip can involve a Wheel-Trans pickup, transfer to the conventional TTC, bus, streetcar, or subway, and Wheel-Trans drop-off at your final destination. Conditional trip matching, or mandatory Family of Services travel, means that you will be provided with one travel solution that matches your conditions. If your conditions are not present, you will no longer be able to choose a door-to-door trip. Family of Services connects customers to the TTC's extensive accessible bus network. This customer was picked up at their home and brought to one of the Family of Services bus transfer stops that have been carefully selected to ensure that connections are safe and convenient. At this particular connection point, Wheel-Trans has its own independent bus stop. The customer transfers from the Wheel-Trans bus and makes their way towards the TTC stop. All Family of Services transfer stops are accessible, have a shelter to protect customers from the elements, as well as a bench. Family of Services transfer stops are unique in that they have a Wheel-Trans no-show board installed at each one. Should a customer ever miss their Wheel-Trans pickup, a yellow no-show slip, shown here, will be placed on this board. This is a shared Family of Services transfer stop, which means there is no independent Wheel-Trans stop. Once the customer safely exits from the TTC bus, a Wheel-Trans vehicle, in this case an accessible taxi, will pull up to the stop at the scheduled pickup time. Wheel-Trans buses and taxis are not permitted to wait in front of a TTC bus stop if the customer is not there. If Wheel-Trans arrives at the scheduled pickup time and you are not waiting at the stop, they will circle around the block and return 5 minutes later. If you still have not arrived, they will place a no-show slip on the board located on the stop pole. Our Family of Services also connects customers to the TTC's accessible streetcar network. Low-floor, accessible streetcars operate on Toronto's streets, serving all TTC streetcar routes. All streetcars display the blue International symbol of access on the side of the vehicle at the second door and have blue lights on the front of the streetcar. When exiting the streetcar, press the blue button on the second door or one of the blue buttons at the mobility device seating areas to request the ramp at the next streetcar stop.
Next stop, Earls Court Avenue. The accessible ramp will be deployed at the second door. Please use adjacent doors to exit.
When the streetcar stops, the other 3 doors will open first, and the second door will remain closed while the ramp deploys. Operator assistance is also available for manual wheelchair users when exiting the streetcar. Connections to Wheel-Trans while traveling on a streetcar right-of-way, like the 512 St. Clair, are different than a bus route. In this case, the Wheel-Trans operator will park the bus or taxi on the road at a TTC night stop. They will then safely escort you to the vehicle. Sometimes a family of services trip does not involve a Wheel-Trans connection at all. If your origin or destination is within a reasonable distance, your trip instructions will have you walk or use your mobility device to get to or from the bus or streetcar stop or accessible subway station. Family of Services only connects to subway stations with elevators, accessible doors, and large fare gates to assist you on your journey. Traveling using the TTC's Family of Services is convenient and uses frequent service routes where wait times between buses are typically less than 10 minutes. All TTC buses are equipped with a ramp at the front door and have the ability to kneel or lower the bus at the front door. Anyone who feels they can benefit from the use of the kneeling feature or ramp may request they be activated. TTC provides priority seating on all of its vehicles, designated for use by persons with disabilities. Customers must give up these seats for a person with a disability or a person who has a physical limitation requiring priority seating. Family of Services has been designed with customer convenience and abilities in mind, and we will continue to add more bus, streetcar, and subway connections over the next few years. If you have any questions about Family of Services, your eligibility, or travel training, please contact Wheel-Trans Customer Service at 416-393-4111.